And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That's Kyle. Kyle, how are we doing?
Fuck it Thursday!
Fuck
Which
it
sounds
Thursday,
weird.
indeed. Yep.
Uh,
We're not doing Fuck it Friday. I mean, there will probably be a video tomorrow, which we will talk about later because the topic is coming up. Um, but yeah, done all fun with you there, Kyle? Or
just been playing a bit of Starfield, trying to
bit of Starfield?
get through with it. Yeah. Just not really had much time to play it, but now I've had a day off.
Oh
Or
wow,
just get a couple hours in. I've
exhilarating.
um I've done about four quests. I've just been doing my own thing.
Very nice.
Mm.
I'll tell you what is exhilarating though. Chris Evans has done an interview lately. With GQ. I don't know when he did it, but they've just released it online. And they asked him, they just straight up asked him. They said, "Would you be open to coming back as Captain America?" And he said, "Yeah, maybe." He added more to that as well. He also said he wouldn't want to come back if it was just a cash grab, and he also wants it to be true to the original character. And he does, he wants to come back and play, have it connect to the original character he played. So obviously, he said that. I think we both believe that this man's going to be back for Secret Wars, or at least Marvel have got plans to have him back, and I'm pretty sure they want to have him back. But with him saying that he wants it to be, connected to the original character, do you think that means he's going to play original Steve Rogers somehow, somewhere, and not a variant, like many people are probably thinking?
Could be. We don't know the real outcome of him returning the stones because when you see Cap at the end of Endgame, it's not actually the same Cap, is it? It's a variant.
It's weird. I don't know what it is. I used to think I'll say it's this and then it's definitively that, but I don't know. Maybe
Well, I mean,
maybe this Cap at the end of Endgame, who handed the shield off to Sam, maybe he's already lived the events of Avengers Secret Wars and knows that he can't mess with time and stuff like that. Maybe that's how he got there in the first place. Back in that reality. Maybe the whole multiverse saga is just to find a way of getting Cap back in that reality so they can fix that plot hole.
it's not a plot hole. It's just something that they didn't decide on, which is a bit of shit planning on Marvel side, considering that's what they were doing next.
Yeah. Well, there's
Because
loads of different types of time travel, though, weren't there?
yeah, but the writers and the Russo brothers, the writers and the directors couldn't decide which
That's
one
all right.
is the actual thing.
Yeah. But all that being said, what do you think of him possibly returning as Captain America? Well, Steve Rogers, because I'm still a big believer of, even if Chris Evans comes back now, I still think they're going to keep Sam and Anthony Mackie around as Cap, but have Chris Evans just be Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I think it'd be a variant. I don't think it'd be anything else. Or it would be the original and we just see him. I don't know, there's many ways they could do it. There's a couple of ways they could tie it up nicely. But the one that we see at the end, I don't think it's our Cap. I think the reason why, I mean, the shield is completely different as well. It's got to
Yeah.
be a variant. So it lines up
The
with him
shield
being.
was also broken, though, so no matter what, even with that Cap, there'd be a new shield.
Not necessarily. They could have just repaired it to its original state. I mean, they can go back in time. I'm pretty sure they can return a shield back into its original state without having it look different. With that being said, because Marvel are doing variants when it comes to multiversal stuff, the Cap we saw at the end is probably most likely a variant, and our Cap is probably still out there somewhere potentially, and that could just leave it open to maybe just a quick little hi, and then have a scene, and then goodbye.
So you
Because
don't think they'd go back to the 1950s to get him? Because that's where he stops in at the 50s, with Peggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's where our cap is at the moment.
So do you not think they would go, like, this team of Avengers would go to that? So let's say they can navigate it a bit better. They would go to that exact universe, that exact time, and get that exact Captain America.
They could do, but then it might rub some people the wrong way. But now with what they've done with Logan, because he's a variant, it's technically not the same.
Yeah.
So I feel like yeah, you could do that, but it might upset a lot of the fans and the way you've left it in Endgame.
Yeah,
The
well,
simple way to not piss off the fans while bringing this character and this actor back in the role is just have him as a variant,
do you know,
and it
I,
doesn't
I completely
need
disagree
explaining.
with you. I think a lot of people would be happier if our Cap came back. Like, this is definitively the one who we was within the first Avenger, in the Avengers, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Age of Ultron. I think a lot of people would connect more. And let's say Thor dies in Kang Dynasty. Obviously, Tony's already dead. Steve's out of the picture. Maybe having one of our three original Avengers actually be that original one. You know, I just think it sells a bit better.
No, I think no, I think they just leave it at that. He's gone
They
back
can
into the
still put
past.
him back where he came from.
Yeah, but Secret Wars changes all of that though. Secret Wars changes at the end of it. It all
Yeah.
just
Well, exactly. So that universe there isn't even going to be there to have.
exactly. So
So
what are they gonna do
exactly.
with him
So
at
why
the
can't we
end?
take him from there?
And then do what with him?
Have Peggy in the future or something like that? I don't know. It's just if the universes are all getting changed and all the timelines are going to be getting changed after this, you know, probably Fantastic Four, mutants, our main Marvel timeline are all going to merge into one. That timeline you're talking about, then it's like, oh no, let's leave him there. Let's, you know, keep him there. Maybe he needs to get the fuck out of there because that, you know, universe is going to happen with an incursion or something like that. Maybe he needs to save his family that he's probably got with Peggy. Maybe he needs to, you know, save Peggy. And that's why we're getting back. And you say do what with him? Have him as one of the leads in that Avengers film.
No, I'm saying once he's done in that film, do what then with him? Because then you're gonna have two caps in the main timeline, you MCU.
We've done it before. I don't think Chris Evans is going to stick around after Secret Wars.
So yeah, so a better way to do it is just to have him as a variant, so we can pop in and leave, and you won't really need to an explanation for it.
But we can't. But what I'm trying to say is we could. It's possible with our Cap. It's possible. And I think it would be better for the audience because they've already got that emotional connection. Yeah, because
Yeah,
if it's
but
a variant, it's like, oh, cool, Chris Evans is Captain America. Cool.
yeah,
For me, now, don't take this wrong when I say this. For me, the bigger Cap van out of both of us, I feel like people would prefer to see our Captain America. And don't tell me right now. You would love to see our version of Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man if we could, if he
no,
wasn't dead. If he wasn't dead, and he had a similar ending to Cap, you would like to see our version again, but that's just not doable.
I'll be honest. I'd like to just see it. I mean, it makes but here's the thing. It makes sense with how they've established that everyone you're seeing in the multiverse are variants. I get what you're saying, and it's like it'd be like, oh, a big thing, but then it just leaves it kind of he had the perfect ending.
He did.
Same with Logan. Logan had the perfect ending. Why ruin that and bring him back
Because
when they can
I
just
think you could do something better with it. He did have the perfect ending. He did. And by the time Secret Wars come out, it would have been 10 years. I don't see why we can't expand on this now.
but you can only expand on it really for one film. and
I
it's like,
know.
well,
Yeah, and that's
just
what I'm
have a
saying.
variant.
But so a variant, this character who we've got no emotional connection to, and the only thing about it showing up is, which if they decide to do this, I'd be okay with it. Is oh cool, Chris Evans as Captain America. If there's an incursion happening in the universe he's settled in, there's 100% a reason to get that Cap in.
Maybe so, but I still think Marvel won't do that. I think they'll just stick with the whole variant thing they're doing.
I think right now they are going to go with our version of Captain America. Do you want to put a hot toy on it? It's 2028. We'll forget by then.
hmm
Okay. What do you want if it's a variant?
I think it's just a variant, because they're doing it. There's a perfect example of it. They're doing it with how they did with Wolverine and Logan.
Yeah.
It's clearly a variant,
No, but that's
and
what they're doing with. And Logan is dead. So it's going to be a variant. Cap is alive.
yeah. I get it. He's alive in his own timeline, but it's like, like I said, at the end of the day, it just makes it easier for Marvel then, because then what are you gonna? So right, let's say they go with your theory. They bring Cap back. He plays a role, big or small, in the film.
Yeah.
It's the original Cap. What is he gonna do after Secret Wars then?
He can
What are they
settle.
gonna
He
do
can
with him?
settle down again. I don't think it's going to be more than just a one film appearance, which is what people want to see. But it would be a lot better if it was our version of Captain America.
Well, then that character would never rest and have, you.
He can rest after that. The story writes itself. There's an incursion. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Just sit it out on the fucking porch?
Maybe there's nothing he can do. Maybe the incursion just. I don't know, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna collide into something, and we don't know what Marvel are gonna do with it. I see your
Exactly.
point of view. I
We
get
don't.
it. I get.
And I just don't
I
see how you like wouldn't want like a character we know back. This is like so. If it wasn't
Because
Toby,
they've put
no,
it
no,
to
no, 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 no.
rest
Listen,
in the
listen, no, no.
perfect way.
Listen to this. If it wasn't Toby and it wasn't Andrew coming back, and it was it's Toby and Andrew, but it's not them from their films. They're just variants.
hmm
I don't think you'd be as happy with that.
I'd be fine with it. I've got a bit of a. I mean, I mean, even the villains that came back, they're now technically variants.
Yeah, after what happened because they got put back after the fact.
hmm
But yeah, no, I think even with what Chris Evans is saying, he wants it to be, a continuation of that character. And that's why he'd come back.
You could be right. I'm just saying. I think Marvel aren't gonna go that deep with it. They're just gonna explain it off as a variant.
So, all I'm saying is, variant shows up, cheap fan service. Our Captain America, that we've got a connection to, would probably not be seen as it'd definitely be fan service, but it wouldn't be. Oh look, we've just got Chris Evans back just to do this.
We don't know what they're gonna do, Callum.
No, we don't.
I can tell you're getting very. You're getting very.
What he wants, what he said.
Yeah.
He wants that meteor role. He wants to, he doesn't want.
I get that, but he might not get that.
I'm pretty sure Chris Evans would get what he wants if they want him in this film.
We'll see.
He'd probably get what he wants. Anyway, I'm right because I always am. But
No, he's just your favourite.
yeah, he is, and that's why I'm passionate about it.
No, I get that, and I'm not. I'm in a level. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just seeing it as a more of a 60% chance he's a variant, 40% chance it's the original Cap. That's the way I'm seeing it.
I see it like 90% is the original Cap. And we can go back on this now because we're recording, and we can go back in a couple of years' time and go, you fucking idiot, or I can go, you
Well,
fucking
no,
idiot.
not necessarily, because at the end of the day, they've not explained. Marvel haven't explained the multiverse very, very well. They've not even explained the whole thing with Cap coming back at the end of Endgame. So whoever's right or wrong, you know, you're not a fool for being so. It's just not very well explained.
Kyle, that's not how our friendship works. Um, anyway, something that I'm looking forward to, but not crazy excited. I'm crazy excited now. The Creator is getting its first reactions. A lot of people are calling this the best film of the year. Not just like a few, a lot. You know, calling it filmmaking at its best. You know, cinematography is amazing. Everything. If you go down and just check all the fucking, there's a massive fucking thread. I couldn't get them all in. It's all positive, and I'll saying it's a good, fresh, original story with beats from stuff that we've seen before. But yeah, it's a masterpiece, and it could very well be the best film of the year. Where's your excitement level now for the Creator? Because I was excited, but I didn't think I was going to hear anything like this for it.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say I was a tad bit more excited for you for this film, just because it's my type of sci-fi. Um, yeah, I just can't wait. I'm looking forward to it now. Like really, really, really looking
Yeah, you
forward to
see,
it.
because
Like,
it's it comes out next Thursday. I don't think we're going to be able to see it Thursday, just because of times that I'm working and I'll be out late and have to be in early in the morning. But we can definitely see it Friday next week.
hmm
So yeah, so we're about a week out from it, and yeah, do you know Gareth Edwards? He made a really amazing film back in the day called Monster, and then obviously he did Godzilla,
love that
Rogue
film.
One.
Love that film.
I do love Rogue One. Obviously, someone came in and helped him with Rogue One, like behind the scenes. You know, did a couple of reshoots. Tony Gilroy, I think the person who's actually doing Andor at the moment, kind of helped him with finishing Rogue One. But anyway, we know Rogue One changed a lot, but it was still the end product was still good. Um, I've seen a lot of Star Wars, you know, like references, not reference, like God,
Comparisons.
no, why can't I think of the word? Anyway, we'll move on from that. Just like the way it's been shot, you can tell. Even the stuff in space looks very similar to the way Star Wars was shot. I've always said this about Gareth Edwards. He's got such an amazing way of showing perspective. And John David Washington, sadly, when Chadwick Boseman passed away, we were both talking. I think we were both in the mind of recast. They should recast Chadwick. And obviously, I just come off seeing Tenet. I like the film a lot more than you do, but I was like, John David Washington is your man if you want a new T'Challa. And I still believe that. Maybe he could play a grown up version of the new young T'Challa. But, yeah, next week. I can't wait. I think the reviews might actually come out tomorrow, like the actual reviews, so we'll see there what it gets on there, like a Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. But apart from that, super fucking excited for this film.
Hell yeah. Nice bit of original goodness.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Kyle, Gambit. Channing Tatum's stunt double is credited on IMDb for Deadpool 3. Now, let me tell you this right now. IMDb does not mean anything at all. But
Can I just say as well?
yeah,
It's same with Google. I remember seeing. I think it's still on there. Um, if you type in Avengers Endgame, it says Hugh Jackman is in this film in the cast bit,
Yeah.
and obviously he's not. But yeah, Google. The way Google does it is it picks up on trends and it just automatically puts it in. It's an automatic thing. It's not done manually. So
Yeah. But IMDb, I feel like people have more control over that page than they do just the Google thing at first. But this has made me think of like a quite funny idea actually for Deadpool 3. So it's saying Channing Tatum stunt double. Maybe they couldn't get Channing Tatum, but they thought, oh, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if we just got his stunt double and just said we couldn't afford to get him, so here's his stunt double instead. That's where my mind's going.
yes, but because of just Channing Tatum the way he is, like he's just
Out of all the rumored casting we've heard,
yeah,
obviously there's stuff that I like more than this. But if there's one that I think's 100% a lock, it's Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, yeah.
Because he'd do. Have you seen his cameo in This Is the End? That man will do anything. He'll do anything. Once you've stooped that low, why wouldn't you play Gambit in Deadpool 3 with someone who you quite enjoy working with in Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Obviously, that connection there with Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy. He played that guy's avatar in Free Guy. And he keeps like, Channing Tatum's role in Free Guy's fucking hilarious. Do you know, I might watch it tonight now just because of that. But yeah. What do you think the likelihood is then that Channing Tatum is actually in?
Yeah, 100%. I like the idea of like, oh, we couldn't afford it. I feel like they'd have to do that with. Do you know what? The more you think about it, the more funnier it is because it's like they could have easily gotten him, so that makes it even more funnier. Yeah. It's like you think, oh, someone big like say like Sir Patrick Stewart, we couldn't get him back, so here's like a stunt double or a just a random bald guy that they hired.
Here's a random bald guy in a wheelchair.
just someone random. But then it's like, oh. Then you hear, and then when you told me about Channing Tatum, I'm like, yeah, I think they could get him, but then it'd be, if you think just go under the joke a second and think about it, and it's like, oh yeah, that would actually be pretty fucking funny. Yeah. It's like they could have easily gotten Channing Tatum because of the connections and stuff.
Because he's credited on the thing in IMDb as Channing Tatum stunt double.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's just his character.
Yeah. Maybe like that is just what like maybe fucking I don't know. Maybe they do Channing Tatum pops up and shows his face, and then when the camera cuts, Deadpool's like, "All right, get ready for his stunt double," and then it's just literally you can see clearly it's his stunt double. It's someone completely different.
Kevin, can we have more money? No. Fuck.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone can get the real Kevin Feige in a Marvel movie, it's the Deadpool Multiversal 3 movie.
Yeah, instead of the stupid Kevin bot.
Yeah, that was very stupid. I mean, do you know what? I'd be happy with a fucking cardboard cutout. Like, say like Deadpool's explaining to Wolverine what the multiversal stuff is and with the MCU, and he's like, "This man." It's just a cardboard cutout of Kevin Feige. Had a dream. This man, John Favreau.
It's made me think of just getting a cardboard cutout of Channing Tatum and like in action scenes, just having it there, stood up. Yeah. But we're getting very anti-Donna right now.
It's just flowing off. It just flows off with the wind.
Speaking of anti-Donna, if you haven't seen Anti-Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun on Netflix, 6 20-minute episodes. Give it a watch. It is some of the for me and Kyle, it's right up our alley. We just think that's weird shit like that's fucking hilarious, and I think we've watched it like loads of
unhealthy amount
time,
of times. Yeah, yeah.
loads of times.
And they've got a YouTube as well, and they've got a couple of like mini YouTube ones as well. I know Callum loves the tent one.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of when they're saying, "I like your clothes," and the camera just pans up, and until you can't even see the face.
Get out the kiln.
Get on the cool. Yeah, that's one of them YouTube ones.
Yeah. Uh, but, but yeah, Channing Tatum, Deadpool 3, stunt double on IMDb. That just rhymed. Look at me. Oh, still right. No. But yeah, if your stunt double's being credited, then maybe. But don't take anything you see on IMDb as truth. Like this YouTube channel, whatever we say, don't believe what we're saying. Because we're just discussing the topics of, what we think. Unless I'm telling you, believe me. Don't believe me. But you better believe this next topic, Kyle. Because these are facts. Are you excited for the Continental?
I know where this is going.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
fuck. I'll start this off. To me, a Rotten Tomato score doesn't actually mean anything. And if we're looking at it, statistically, more than half the critics like this show. It's got a 52% at the moment. Is it going to dwindle my excitement for the show a little bit? Yeah, it will. Because, like we were saying, when we've been talking about a possible John Wick 5, everything in this universe has been a hit. Everything. And now this is going to be the first stain on the name. And we don't know yet. We haven't seen it. It comes out tomorrow. I hope it does. I'm pretty sure it's Amazon Prime for UK. I'm pretty sure. But now it's like, if I can't find it after 10 minutes, I'm not going to go try and find it now, if you know what I mean. But yeah, 52%. Is this what was you expecting this, or?
No.
I was, especially when it's like a 3-episode miniseries, it's like, oh, they've got the writing nailed down, they've got it nice and tight, and they know exactly what they're doing. It's going to be 3 episodes of perfection. Seems like they missed the mark a bit.
Yeah, I don't think it begs a question for the spin-off movies they plan to do with John Wick, and I don't think it hinders the, me about the next John Wick sequel, John Wick 5, and how I'm a bit skeptical on it. It doesn't. I mean, this kind of like it doesn't really prove my point totally because it's a different platform. It's still obviously live action, but it's different.
I remember. I don't think Chad Stahelski actually had anything to do with this. I think he just
Yeah.
consulted a little bit, with the world.
Yeah. So as far as I'm aware, it's a spin-off through and through. You can even have it as where it's not even canon if you don't like it that much, because at the end of the day, I don't think the next John Wick film is going to have anything to do with the Continental show.
No.
So it's not like they're building a universe really. They're just doing spin-offs, and if it doesn't work, oh well, it doesn't matter. You've still got all these great movies.
Yeah, which is strange because obviously you didn't watch it. You don't like watching stuff like that. But that opening couple of minutes I watched, it was great. The opening couple of minutes I watched was fantastic. Now, obviously, I didn't get into any character or all like that. It was strictly action. So, from an action standpoint, this looks good. But we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. See what it's see what we think of it, because obviously, Rotten Tomato score isn't the be all and end all of how you should feel about a film. At the end of the day, film, TV, games, it's not about what other people think about it. It's about how it makes you feel, and that's the most important part. But yeah, anything else you want to add to this?
Hope it's a good time. Hope it's worth Worth watching. Hope it's got a nice bit of rewatchability.
Yeah, to be to be fair though, my golden rule is I'll give a show 3 episodes. You know, a lot of people say you're crazy for that. You know, a lot of people give a show 1. I'll give a show 3 episodes, and if I don't like it after 3,
It's
then I
fucking
won't.
insane for that.
Then I won't continue. Then I won't continue watching. The good
You're
thing
a mad lad, you.
fucking animal.
You're an animal, mate. You're a nutter. 3 episodes, mate. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even go half an episode.
I know.
20 minutes in, I'm like, fuck this.
Listen, I'm just built different.
Uh,
But yeah, good thing Continental's got going for it. It's only 3 episodes long, so if I don't like it by the end of the 3rd episode, at least I've seen it all. But Kyle, our final topic. Something I'm very passionate about. Stephen DeKnight has called the new Netflix Born Again, coming to Disney Plus, a scam. This is because what studios usually do is they run shows for 3 seasons and then cancel them and then like reboot the show with like a different name, and then they can get all the crew on, you know, not actors, they can get all the crew on the same base level contracts again for the first 3 seasons. Now, my understanding with all this stuff, I don't have, but I have a pretty good understanding of what happened to Daredevil and when it got cancelled. So when Daredevil got cancelled, I'm pretty sure it was one of the most viewed, or especially I think the week it was cancelled, Daredevil, it was the most viewed TV show on the platform that week it got cancelled. And I don't think it's a secret that Netflix cancelled Daredevil. Disney offered Netflix another season. It was Netflix who cancelled Daredevil. One, because there was a bit bitter, because Disney was getting its own streaming service. And 2, if you look at Netflix, they do run by this pattern of they will cancel shows after 3 seasons constantly. For me, Daredevil getting brought back it wasn't like a big scheme of, right, let's cancel it and now let's bring it back a couple of years later with a different name so we can pay people less. For me, this was, we're going to bring it back for the fans. This was never, because I'm pretty sure there was unsure if Daredevil were going to come back or not at some point, but there was a lot of outcry for it. And it wasn't, these are 2 different companies. Disney was prepared to lease the rights still to Netflix. Netflix still had the rights wrapped up for years. That's why we didn't get a Daredevil project sooner. And we've only just started to get a Daredevil in the MCU. So, yeah, Stephen DeKnight was the showrunner on the 1st season of Daredevil. But that was a Netflix production. This is a Disney, Marvel Studios production, Daredevil Born Again. 2 completely different studios, rivals now, where the rights have just gone somewhere else. So I don't, he knows more than me, but from my understanding is, I don't think this is a scam. I think this is just how stars have aligned, and that's how Netflix has always done business. Look at most shows they do. Cancel after 3 seasons. Cancel after 3 seasons. So, what are your thoughts on this, Carl?
I hope it's good.
You fucking...
No. Yeah, I remember you being really pissed off with Netflix, and I didn't understand what was going on with it. I thought, why do they finish it? I'm pretty sure it was doing well, for the platform and for
the week it was
Netflix.
cancelled, it was the most viewed thing.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, why did they do that? And then when they started popping up with all the Daredevil being brought back, the Charlie Cox being brought back as Daredevil, I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. I'll be honest,
Daredevil.
the dream was to have him come back with his own show and being in the MCU. but reality of it, I just thought he was going to be in like a cameo, and maybe a couple of things.
I
So
still remember the week before Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and Kevin Feige's doing the interviews, and he's sitting with Amy Pascal, and he goes, they ask him about Daredevil, and he just casually announces it there. He goes, if there is a Daredevil in our universe, and a Matt Murdock, there will be played by Charlie Cox. Where you'll see him, who knows? And it's like, you motherfucker, of course he's going to be in this film.
yeah, yeah. So hope like it doesn't turn my excitement down for any of it. I'm still very hyped for it. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I hope it really hits hard and is probably one of the. I hope it's the best Marvel show.
They're giving it a good lot
I,
of time to breathe. So
yeah, I hope it's the best Marvel. When I say Marvel show, I mean Marvel is in like the Disney Plus shows.
well, I hope it's like the best Marvel show just in general. Because if it
Yeah,
can be better
no,
than the first show, Daredevil show, which
well,
is a fucking
well,
high bar to pass.
exactly. Yeah, so if it can't reach that high bar, at least let it be higher than these.
You know
But
what? Do you know what I'm seeing with this episode length though? And
hmm
I'm just hoping this can be the Andor of the MCU Disney Plus shows.
yeah, that'd be great if that was the
Yeah,
case. Yeah,
because
I
apparently it's
agree.
been, they're adopting a very similar storytelling thing, but it's Andor was 3 episode arcs. I think this is gonna be like I'm pretty sure it's 3 6 episode arcs that they're doing. So
Mm.
they're getting, because it's 18 episodes, so they're getting 3 seasons worth of a normal Disney Plus show in one season.
hmm
But yeah, quick, do you think this is a scam?
No,
No, it's
I think they're giving what the fans want, and they've probably got a story to tell. Um, I don't get why they'd call it a scam, anyways.
see, because once
Still,
a show's gone, it goes into its 4th season. Everyone on the crew has a right to negotiate for a better contract. Now, I would get that if Netflix started the show up again and called it Daredevil Born Again and did a Daredevil, a next season of Daredevil. But it's different studios, and Disney would have let them do a 4th season. What Disney's done here is going, all right, we'll take the pieces and we'll make this work for what works. We'll take it and we'll make it work for our universe.
hmm
But then again, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But from what I remember hearing, it's one, Netflix was the Daredevil was the most viewed show on the platform the week it was cancelled. 2, Netflix was bitter as fuck because it was the end of 2018. Daredevil season 3 came out. Netflix was bitter as fuck about Disney Plus coming. They did not like that at all. And also, Netflix has that pattern of cancelling shows after 3 seasons. They do it all the time. So the fact that he says it's a Disney scam, it's Netflix who canned it. And it's Disney who's picking up the pieces and, yeah, they want to do their own thing with it and make it work for their universe, so they're not going to get everyone else involved who was there in the beginning. I think the most important thing for them was securing the stars and then, right, let's get it in our universe. But hey, I'm super excited for Born Again. This is, like, out of everything MCU coming up, Born Again's probably my most anticipated project. And then Deadpool 3 after that. But, yeah. Speaking of, do you want to do a video this weekend on our most anticipated MCU projects? Or all of them that are coming up?
could do, yeah. I'm not working on
Yeah.
weekends, so yeah.
Oh, why not? We can,
I
get
mean,
more.
we're planning to go see Dumb Money quite early on Saturday, aren't we?
Oh, if we have got an early showing, I'm pretty sure there's only like one a day, and I'm pretty sure they're at like 8
Fucking
at
hell.
night.
Alright, well. We'll see anyways, see what the crack is.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe we'll get more dislikes on the channel. You know, we've done MCU for Dummies Part 1. MCU Watch Order for Idiots Part 1. We've done MCU Watch Order for Idiots Part 2. Now we could do the future of the MCU for idiots. Just to wind people up. If you just put idiots in the title, it just like, well, I didn't know you calling me an idiot. Yes, I am.
You should make. I'm pretty sure I've said something similar to this. You should make a video titled "The Most Intelligible," like the MCU's most intelligent fans predict predict theories, and they're just stupid as fuck.
Let's not talk about them Watch Mojo theories from the Endgame trailer. I still remember watching that going, you're still watching it going, what? And you don't even have to be a big MCU fan to just realise what they're saying. It's
I know, they're just talking shit.
Dumb. But anyway, before we shit on people too much, I think that's a wrap for today. Kyle, anything you want to add before we go?
No.
No, not anything?
No.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of comments going, when's Kyle's Starfield review coming out?
It ain't coming out. I've not even finished the game.
So, yeah. But yeah. That'll do us for today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff.
I shouldn't have said that, actually. I should have said, yeah, I'm still working on it, and just kept that as a continuous joke. Every episode, I'm like, yep, still working on that Starfield review. I'm 5% into the game now.
Yeah, man, because we need some Kyle solo videos on the channel.
Yeah, I'll get that review as quick as I can.
Yeah, no, I think you should do it, though, because if you've got a video on the channel that's just you in it, and it gets more views, you could rub it in my face forever. And you know you would.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing,
and you know I'd delete it. You know I'd delete it, because I'd be like, you fucking...
Yeah, but you know what I should do? I should... next year, right? And like literally a year after after Starfield came out, just upload like a quick 4-second long video.
Yeah.
Starfield
Initial
review.
thoughts.
It good. That's it. Video ends.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, that'll do us. Like, subscribe, all the good shit. Show us to your mother. Let's get to 50 Let's get to 50 subscribers. We're on 48. Kyle's only got a couple of days to save his face. If we get to 50, then that thing will be getting shaved off. You excited?
No.
Zara is. Anyway, see you later.